Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to War Stories. My name is Jericho, and today I'm joined by HolyDiver.
Hello.
So we're going to be checking out the new survival map that was just added, the Rebel Depot, which was already a multiplayer map for the small game modes. And we're going to be doing a review of Star Wars Battlefront as a whole while we're at it. So why don't you open things up, Holy?
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront, this one is my current favorite game. Like, I don't know how it will stand up all time. Like, that depends highly on if they get more offline content. But right now, of games I'm playing, easily #1. It just, because here's the thing, when the original Battlefronts were around and all that, I wasn't looking for like an insanely in-depth shooter. That's the bonus, and they were super fun. But what I wanted was for a game that could put me in Star Wars. I wanted to be a rebel or an Imperial soldier, or a or a clone or a droid or whatever.
Right.
And this game does it perfectly.
Yeah, this definitely captures the feel of its source material better than any other game of all time. I have confidence in saying give it the graphics, the sound design, the weapon choices, the feel of the combat.
Ouch. That was I don't like Shadow Troopers. I don't like Shadow Troopers one bit. There's another one to the left.
I got it. Oh, you didn't tell me about the one behind me. So I had a lot of reservations when when this was announced because of the differences between it and Battlefront 2. Like, I had never. This is sort of as an explanation for why I usually don't perform super well on War Stories, is I have never played an online shooter at all. It's just never my cup of tea. But Diver spoke so highly of it that I wanted to give it a try, and I do really love it now. It has definitely its fair share of problems. The no story. I mean, and you can't really gripe too much about no story because Battlefront 1 didn't have a story either. It was only Battlefront 2, and it wasn't like single player stuff. It was just chose different maps for you usually.
Which better than nothing. But I really don't care about no campaign. It's if they add offline multiplayer, if they add bots to all the game modes, especially the big game modes, then that'll do it for me.
And you've been saying that rumor has it that that's what they're gonna do, right?
I've a couple of the more vocal developers have mentioned that it's something that they're definitely looking into. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but
I guess talk is cheap for that sort of thing, because I mean, what harm does it do to say that?
Right.
But I mean, better than not saying it, better than saying no, we're not pursuing that.
Yeah, seriously. I hate those Shadow Troopers. Good lord.
They don't usually start this early on the other ones.
No way. No way.
And we're just on hard too, not?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the last collectible, but I guess I should play now.
Yeah. That's a little bit.
But yeah, making the multiplayer only game modes playable offline with bots would definitely be a big step in the right direction. Fighter Squadron, especially since it already has bots. It seems like I don't understand why that would take really any kind of work at all.
Right. And really, even the other game modes. I mean, the bots in survival are smart enough to go after objectives and to hunt you down and everything.
Right.
Most game modes are just claiming a thing anyway. So I don't see that it would be any kind of trouble.
Right. And I'm sure they have their reasons. Be it they want that to be the big draw of new Battlefront 2, or or it's just more difficult than we're assuming. Look at him shake off that thermal imploder. That's so stupid.
I
know. Or whatever the reason may be, it still seems they shouldn't. It shouldn't seem easy to us. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, well then just do it. Like we should be able to understand why they're not doing something we want.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, like I said, this really won me over on online shooters in general. Like, I kind of want to try some other ones now, and
I mean, heck, in first-person shooters in general.
Yeah, I've never really been. I mean, my About Jericho video, I don't think I mentioned a single one besides like the Metroid Prime series. which are definitely first-person shooters, but they're definitely not Call of Duty.
Right. Yeah, I have a lot more experience in first-person shooters because I've mostly in Call of Duty. Actually, though I never really played online. I hate people, so I was never tempted by online. The only times I did it, I immediately got sniped by everything always, and I hated it.
Right, I still wouldn't be into the super competitive stuff, but this makes me kind of want to try like the Division or Destiny.
Yeah, or yeah, no, the Division looks really cool, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay, so as far as this game, what game modes do you really like?
My favorites are Cargo and Drop Zone and Turning Point.
Okay, I usually only like the small game modes. I don't really like Turning Point Supremacy or Walker Assault too much. Even though Walker Assault is, is like the set piece, it is not really for me. I like Heroes vs. Villains, Fighter Squadron,
Heroes vs. Villains is awesome.
Blast, and Drop Pod are my favorites.
I can't get into Fighter Squadron. The Rebels win every time. The balance is still just not there.
Yeah, they fixed the A-Wing hitbox. They apparently fixed, or
they did.
The patch notes say they fixed it, but yeah, the Rebels always win. The Millennium Falcon is so good. It can still boost into the Slave One with its shield on and kill the Slave One and not get hurt at all.
Really?
I
thought that was the something they fixed.
Nope. I did it the other day. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Man.
But I still love the game mode though. It's still really, really fun. And I feel like it's fixed in that if you have a really, really good Imperial team, it can be done now.
Yeah.
It used to be pretty much no matter what, the Rebels just win. Like you could wipe them out 200 to 100 as the Rebels, and then once you're the Imperial team, lose.
Yeah.
With pretty much the exact same team makeup.
Yep. I remember one time I played literally 8 games in a row and the Rebels won every single time. And it's like, I just...
Yeah, that's just not fun.
It's not fun to me. It's a foregone outcome. I know what's going to happen, so...
I know it's just from me not giving it enough of a chance, but that's sort of how I feel about Walker Assault too. I've never won as the Rebels.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
That might just be from you not playing it that much.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really noticed that scale of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not perfect.
One thing that this game really brings to the table that, I guess is inherent to online shooters, but, again, that's not really anything I've dealt with before, is it has a lot of replay value, and that's the very most important thing to me in a video game, is because it's going to bring me back. That's why Pokemon and Smash are my 2 favorite series of all time, because I'll always want to play them, like, for the rest of my life. I mean, they just re-released it, so of course I did, but I just played through Pokemon Yellow again, literally 20 years after the first time I played it, and had the same couldn't put it down love obsession that I did then, And I feel like this, it's not going to be like Pokemon or Smash to me, but I often want to play it. I like, the new DLC. I mean, it's DLC, but it's free DLC that they've released so far has all been cool. The Twilight on Hoth map that just came out is my very favorite map in the whole game now. Yeah,
it's freaking gorgeous. And Survivals of Endor looks like it's gonna be awesome too. I've only played it a tiny bit, but it's really, really pretty. I hate the jump troopers so much.
Dang it. Here, see if you can clear the wave. I don't want to spend the last life right now. And I'm excited about the, I guess we're reviewing the base game, but still, the Outer Rim DLC looks pretty cool. So Iceman plays with me online a good bit of the time, and his argument with the DLC is that, it's crazy that, a big complaint that a lot of people have with this game that I would say I share is a lack of content. And for them to finally release DLC when they push the season pass, maybe more than any game, like, it's all over all the promotional material. I mean, every game does it, but they really, really push. They're all about the season pass.
Jericho, I did it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a hero.
They're all about the season pass, and the very first one that they finally do to add more content is more of the same planets. And even though it's different locations, we've already seen Tatooine and we've already seen the Sullust. And I'm sure I'll still like them, but that's sort of besides the point. Why not save that for the second round of DLC?
What? But
it just ran into me.
wow. Let's tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that should help a bit. 1, droid destroyed. 2, not as much as I was hoping. Eh. This is the first time I've ever gotten a proximity bomb in survival.
So what? Oh, I get them all the time. I don't think I've ever gotten orbital strike. So what are your thoughts on the DLC? Like the argument I was just making.
I mean, I agree. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, yeah, I would have preferred to have a new map right away, or a new planet, that is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I mean, we both got the season pass, so it's just a matter of waiting.
I got a freaking day one, and what I feel like they're trying to do is they're purposely starting with the weakest of the content and moving up because they want to be building hype over time. That's why they're waiting for Death Star for so long.
Death Star's gonna be the very last. No, the last one we don't even know.
The last one we don't even know. But the last
that's
one
kind of crummy too.
Well, yeah.
Because it's not like they don't know.
Oh, you can break these little bulbs. I
like breaking the glass.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they don't know the specifics, but they know what planet it's going to be. Surely they've done concept art and started to think about it.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's kind of it's like a J.J. Abrams movie thing, like his mystery box. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't.
Okay, so J.J. Abrams, when he makes a movie, he talks about the plot as being the mystery box. That's just his cute little name for it. And basically any movie he makes, regardless of what it's going to be about or the genre or anything like, or anything like that, he always wants it to be as much of a secret as possible. He wants to give away so little.
Right.
And it's, well, I mean, yeah, that's a cool idea, and it certainly served him well for Force Awakens. But then he had stuff like Cloverfield, where the whole thing was just a mystery, and people didn't go see it because they don't even know what it's about. So it sort of can backfire. But anyway, so it seems like they're keeping it as a secret for hype's sake, when who knows if it's even going to be worthy of the hype once it comes out. Woo. All right, anyway, I think that's going to wrap up part 1 of our review. We'll be back with the next war story for part 2 to finish up our review of Battlefront. Thank you to HolyDiver for joining me.
Of course.
And we'll be back soon. I don't know about you guys, but we're full.